guys, Jay. Welcome back to the channel. So, this is going to be my first look at a Masterpiece Transformer. Holy crap. Now, I've been collecting Masterpiece Transformers for the better part of 10 years, but this one is my very first Fans Toys look. They're called Fantastic Hobby now, but I think this is going to be absolutely crazy. So, I hope you enjoyed this look at Fans Toys MARGH. Let's have a look, everybody. Alright everybody, so this is going to be my first Transformers review. I don't usually do many of these because I'm not very good at them. But I wanted to give a huge shout out to my good friends over at TitanToys.com for letting me have a look at this. They already have these available for pre-order, so you guys should definitely go check it out. They are a wonderful one-stop shop for action figures all year round. And of course, they do have these wonderful programs. Anything over $250 that you spend on TitanToys.com will get you free shipping in Canada and the United States, and of course they have competitive shipping rates all over the world. They also have a great points program. Just for signing up, you already get 200 points, and for every dollar you spend, you get 2 points back. And for every one of their social medias you follow, you get an additional 100 points towards the purchase of a new action figure. This is amazing, everybody. And now, today, we're going to take a look at FM02 MARGH. What the hell is FM02 MARGH? Of course, this is my absolute favorite all-time Transformer, Ultra Magnus, and yes, I did say that. He is my absolute all-time favorite Transformers. This is a Fan Toys product, although you wouldn't know it from the name, and now it says Fantastic Model. You can figure out what happened for yourselves, guys, but for now, we're definitely going to look at this amazing product here. Huge thanks and shout out goes again to TitanToys.com for letting us take a look at this. All right, we're going to take a quick look at the box. We do see this wonderful illustration here on the front, FM02 MARGH. It says Fantastic Model 2024, made in China. They are freaking cool. I love the gloss finish on this box. There's no rays on it, although it does actually feel like there's something here. I love the illustration. Looking at the top, it says FM02 MARGH with a warning of choking hazard, so don't put that in your mouth. We also have the side, which has a QR code. You guys can scan that in at your leisure, figure out why that is. I don't even know what the QR code is for. Moving around to the back, we do see a lot of the cool things that are included with FM02 MARGH. There is very little Chinese in here, which actually surprises me. You can read this portion of the synopsis yourself. Go ahead and hit pause if you'd like. We can see some of the wonderful designs here, and of course how he can stand. Freaking amazing articulation on the figure. Please excuse the ring light. It always happens, unfortunately. We see the transformation, and of course we see the secret sauce. Yes, indeed, guys. He has his own White Prime. He is resistant to the Rage virus. That's right. All right, guys. Ages 15 plus. This is an adult collectible. There is the barcode. Not that it really matters. And it is sealed. Sealed. So, mint in box. For you mint in box collectors. On the bottom, not much. Exactly the same thing. All right, guys. Let's open this up. Once we break this seal, that's pretty much it. So, here we go. Oh! There's no returning it now, kids. How it is. All right, we'll take it from the corners here. Pull out. Oh, one of the great things about Fantastic Models has always been the fact they have styrofoam. Oh, man. I gotta tell you, being a kid of the 80s, styrofoam, of course, is a material which is so nostalgic, and it's amazing. This doesn't usually happen with most toys today. Every now and then you're going to get like a HasLab or something like that that does have styrofoam, but it's always great to see these. Up here we do have a seal, so that you know that it's brand new, unopened box, which is great. Same thing at the bottom right here. Although, I do see that there has been something going on here. But for now, they might have had to reseal it. But this one here, this particular tab has not been broken. So, this is a new product. Let's see what we got here. Once again, I'm just going to come in here, break the tab. We take a look right there. And of course, we're going to do the same thing here. And one more, I believe. Yes, indeed. All right. And now the moment of truth, everybody. MARGH. I keep wanting to say Marge. Oh my god, look at him. Look at that gigantic beast. Let's see if we can... I don't think he'll fall out. There we go. There we go. There is Marg. Have I told you guys that this is my favorite Transformer of all time? There he is, everybody. All right, let's strip him down a little. No, I'm just saying. All right, we're gonna. Ooh, look at that. It's like toy porn here. By the way, I forgot to mention, he does come with an instruction manual, just in case nobody reads instructions anymore. But there it is. And he also comes with a collectible card. Now, of course, we're gonna take a quick look in here, just to cover everything that is included. Let me see here. This always gives me Ziploc bags. Such a chore. I wonder if there's a comic book in here. There might be a comic book in here. You never know. But there it is, full color. It's gorgeous. And inside is the instructions. It's kind of like Lego. You can see all those funny faces. Look at that. Missiles, axe, his ion blaster, the Matrix, and of course his shoulder cannons, and step-by-step instructions on how to mess this up royally as an adult collector, showing how to transform White Prime and all the wonderful nuances that come with that. And it's all in Lego type instructions, which are easy to decipher and read. And how dare they? He's a parts former. No! Parts forming! Anyway, that is what it is. And of course, there's the collectible card. Looking all schwanky. And on the back, we have some stats. Tried to read that for microtype. My God. Come on, guys. Most of us collectors are 45 plus years old. Come on. And those are his power stats right there. Not that anybody really cares. I'm just kidding. All right. Without further ado, let's pull out MARGH, Ultra Magnus, and see what he's got. First, we'll start with all of his accessories. So the first thing we'll pull out here is this tree. Don't throw that away, guys. Apparently it's something. I don't know what these are. These are some sort of... these are facial expressions. His eyes. That's kind of neat. Huh. Who would have thought they would have eye expressions? Alright, cool. Don't know if we'll ever use any of these. But it's nice to have them, I guess. Alright, so that's the first thing. And then he has facial expressions. That's right. All the I don't have time for this right now. Anyway. All right. Let's move on to the next. Down here, secret stash. We've got some chest plates. And this is to be able to help him, I don't know, strip down. I don't know what they are really, but good to have them. We'll probably take a look at that. And we have, and this never actually was in the series, but apparently he's got a Energon axe, very much the same way the Prime does. Maybe all the Primes have it. Actually, this is for White Prime. I'm just kidding. That's right. It is the White Prime axe, and it is sharp. I'm literally poking myself right now. That's crazy. Beautiful, though. Incredible. Okay. And on this side, covered in tissue paper, we have the White Prime and Ultra Magnus damaged head. My God. Look at that. That's crazy, everybody. Very nice. I like the construction. I like the way it looks. It is very, very cool. Again, the attention to detail here is top-notch. I really do like the way it is sculpted. Looks so nice. All right. And we'll move on to the next piece. Here we go. This one. Wow, that is shiny. Whoo, look at that. That is some candy apple red right there. But it is chromed out. It is, of course, one of his shoulder cannons. One of his shoulder missiles. But it is gorgeous. My goodness, look at this. It's beautiful. And if we take it from here with a firm grip. No, wait. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. What am I doing? I don't think it comes out, actually. Let's see if it twists out. Honestly, I am scared. I'm gonna figure that one out in a bit because it sure looks like it can come out. It sure does. But right now, it doesn't want to come out. All right, we'll take a look at the next one. There should be a second one here, which is also wrapped up. We're going to take a look at that. And finally, we have his signature Ion Blaster. And this thing is gorgeous. Yes, indeed. The attention to detail on these is just amazing. And of course, they've added that tiny little splash of color right there. Not really traditional to Ultra Magnus, but still, I do like it. Very, very cool. All right, and that leads us to the robot of the hour himself, MARGH Ultra Magnus. All right, let's see if we can get this guy out of here. Oh, there he is. That is just gorgeous. He is heavy. Oh my god, he's heavy. Well, there he is, everybody. It's MARGH. Wow. I mean, honestly, is it any wonder that Ultra Magnus is my absolute favorite Transformer? I mean, the presence, the size, the colors. He looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you take a look at the Japanese colors, that can get a little bit iffy. But this guy looks freaking amazing. I mean, look at this overall sculpt. Honestly, Fans Toys, Fans Hobby has really outdone themselves here. This is absolutely insane. Let's move in a little bit closer to see his face. I mean, gosh, look at that expression. And there's the other thing. He's got a ton of other expressions that can be utilized with this character. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to really get into those expressions because I have to return this thing. This is, of course, courtesy of TitanToys.com, and I don't want to cut those things off the trees. But suffice it to say, you can replace his head as well as replace his faceplates. I'll show that a little later, how to do that. Not that I'm actually going to do it, but I'll show you how to do that later. Everything else is absolutely insane. He has that wonderful animation look. It is so accurate. I mean, just from the feet all the way down to his legs and all the way back up to his waist and chest, the arms. One of the main problems with Ultra Magnus, if I had to be nitpicky, is that many of the renditions that have come before this guy, they've always had these gorilla arms where they're just a little bit too long, and that has to do with the transformation itself. There's not much that anyone could have done about that, except that now Fans Toys, Fans Hobby, or whatever they're deciding to call themselves these days, they have actually solved that, and they've done it in a very clever way. The transformation is completely rethought out 100%, and that's how they went about that. Now, he is a heavy boy too. I'd say he's about close to a pound and a half, maybe, and close to something. He's really heavy. That has to do with the full die-cast frame and some die-cast parts that are on the body itself as well. You can see some wonderfully chromed out parts as well. Now, I don't think it's chrome actually. Actually, you know what? It's hard to tell. It might be chrome, but these look absolutely gorgeous. And he has an overall metallic sheen to his paint, which is also just beautiful in its overall design. His hands are wonderfully articulated, as you can see there. He's got individual fingers, and they can even splay out to a certain degree. So really, really cool how they've decided to do that. The thumb itself is also on a ball joint, so it's really, really great to get. So again, expressive hands. You can do things like that, or you can point. You know what I mean? You can do a whole bunch of different gestures. You know, you can do some not so fun gestures. You know what I mean? Like that kind of. But there's a lot of things you can do with these hands, and again, they are very expressive. So some people like that, some people don't. Articulation-wise, it's freaking amazing. Check this out. He can do a full 180 degrees on that. You can hear the beautiful ratchets on that as well. There's a wonderful trick here with the shoulders. As you're moving them up, you can actually reposition the stack here to move up as well. So it actually does not break the overall animation mold. That is really cool. You can see all those die-cast parts here for the joints. It's just amazing. So yeah, lovely attention to detail there. He has a rotation on the upper bicep. The elbow goes almost a double elbow. Very close to it. About as close as you really want to, anyway. The hands, of course, move a full 360 degrees if you'd like to, but the thumb does get in the way, so you got to tuck it in there in order to get that movement. But other than that, it's really well done. You can do that, of course, both arms on that side. He does have a waist twist, which is really nice, because almost almost all Ultra Magnuses do not have any sort of waist twist. So it'll go about that far to about that far. He does have an ab crunch to a certain degree. You just gotta lift him up a bit, and he will tilt. You can see that. It's actually not a bad amount of tilt, to be honest with you. It's not the best tilt, but it is at least something. The other ones couldn't even do that. Just pull him back down there. His legs. Now, this is interesting because these are actually the legs for the other gimmick which he has, but they do drop down so that they can actually do these kinds of movements. So you can lift up the skirts like this in order to get the leg movement. So you can kick, let's say, about that much, which is not bad for an Autobot. That's pretty cool. His knee does bend, and I do believe it does do just a little bit past 90. So you can see there. So really cool stuff. And I do believe that if he was to kick backwards, again, you can move the butt flap up, and you can go, hold on. Yep. Pretty far back, actually. That's a nice amount of kick there. And of course, his backpack will get in the way, so not much kick on this side, unfortunately. All right. Good stuff. He has a wonderful ankle tilt as well. You can tilt it, of course, quite a bit. That really helps out when we go for the posing. This is amazing. He has a couple of little tricks up his sleeve. Obviously, he does have the matrix inside of his chest, which is very, very cool. So we'll just lift this up. Sorry, you just move these over to the side, like that. Lift this up. And then you can pop these two to the side as well. Just like that. And then you have to get your finger in here a little bit. And then you can see the matrix of leadership. It's gorgeous. And of course, it is die cast. And it's pretty heavy in itself. It's actually very, 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 very nicely done. Let's see if we can get that out of here. Yeah, maybe not. It's kind of hard to get it out of there. There we go. Let's pop it right out. Yeah. It is a beautiful design, wonderfully sculpted, and it is translucent. You can actually see right through it. It's gorgeous. The Matrix. Beautiful. And it's die-cast too. That's the one thing I forgot to mention as well. All right. Pop that back in there. Just like the movie. All right. In order to remove his head, you just have to, I believe, disassemble it a little bit. I got to come to the back, actually. Just have to take this part off here. Actually, it's a bit of a pain. You have to actually release these two ears on this side to unlock the helmet, guys, because this is not that easy. There it goes. Okay, so that one's that one. Okay, so that was more painful than it needed to be. So what you got to do is you got to pull out the ears like that. Oh my gosh, that was just ridiculously unnecessary in a lot of ways. You got to point them down this way, and then you should be able to pull this part out. Okay, so I'm a bit of an idiot. Apparently, you don't need to do that. All you actually have to do, and I had to look this up in a video to figure this out. All you have to do apparently is just to, I guess, like pulling these two things forward really helps a little bit because it gives you a better grip. But all you really have to do apparently is just pull forward, and the whole back of his head actually pulls off. All right, well, you live and you learn. So there it is. So then he's got no head now. Hey! Ultra Magnus has no head. And then what you can do is you can actually just take this, and like I said, you actually don't need to do that. So you can put those ears back where they belong. What the heck, Jay? What the heck? That's not good, Jay. Oh my gosh. Anyway, after that, all you got to do is just take the chin here and finagle it forward, and there you go. You can actually pop his head, his face, clear off, just like that. And now there are several faces that you saw, when we were taking out of the box, and yeah, you can replace those and even the eyes for a little bit more of an expressive look. So, wow, very, very cool. That is annoying. Oh my gosh, that is so annoying. All right. Anyway, let's put his head back on. And then, there we go. Ultra Magnus back together. Yay! Now to pop in this gun, it's pretty simple. You just have to take his hand, open it up. There is a tab right here where you can slot in this tab, as you can see there. And that tab just fixes into, lift up the thumb, sorry. That tab just tabs in right here. It'll go in there eventually. You just got to finagle it in. There it is. So just slot it in like that. You can literally just hold this gun like that, palm it, and then you just obviously put in the hands, trigger finger, and come here. Wrap it around, and there you go. Ultra Magnus has his gun. Sweet. Alright. So now we have to, now that we put them back together, now we got to take them apart and show you his final gimmick. The real feature of this guy, which of course is affectionately known as the White Prime, or Ultra Magnus's true form. Alright guys, now that we've seen Ultra Magnus and all of his glory, after taking him out of the box, I think it's about time to transform this. And the reality is, I suck at transforming Transformers, so Dex is actually going to take this over. Go ahead, Dex. Let's see what you got. So, just so that everybody is not expecting too much, this is not a transformation video. I am not experienced with that. There are a heck of a lot of Transformer toy tubers out there who know exactly what they're doing, how to transform things and make it look absolutely perfect. I am not one of those guys. I am literally here to show you this Transformer and how awesome it is, and Dex here is the one who's actually transforming this amazing masterpiece Transformer, because honestly, I just do not have the patience to transform these things. They are gorgeous though, worth every penny, and I am totally enamored by these. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what the final transformation looks like. And there we go, everybody. There is Ultra Magnus outside of his armor. That's right, he is a White Prime. And basically, when you really think about it, you're getting two toys in one. And that is a pretty good deal. As Dex has said earlier, this is the gimmick. But what a gimmick it is. Now, it should be noted that you have to be pretty careful with those ankles. The legs just don't really stand nearly as well as you would think. So, watch out, as he might just topple over. But once you get him to position, he stands pretty well. And let's compare him to MP44. These guys look absolutely stunning together. And you can actually see, even though his legs are bent, he actually is a little bit taller than Prime. And that's actually fitting, considering that Ultra Magnus is as tall as he is. But otherwise, these two look like they were made for each other, even though they're from two completely different manufacturers. Bravo to Fans Toys, aka Fantastic Model. They've done a bang-up job. Now let's see if we can get this guy into his alt mode. Alright, Dex, let's get started. Yeah, so this is going to take a little while. After all, this is a very complex transformation. As a matter of fact, the actual transformation time that it took Dex to get through this was around 28 minutes long. But if you do have a lot of experience with these types of Transformers, I'm relatively sure you can probably get it done in even half the time, as long as you have some experience with Fans Toys. Alright, so apparently these pieces turn into a trailer. Let's see how that works. I'll have to say it again, this is not a transforming video. I'm just trying to show you guys just how cool this figure is, and although I say that, it still is my policy that Transformers need to transform. I know that a lot of people are saying, oh, well, DLX looks amazing, so does the Yellow Park also has an amazing looking non-transforming mode for both Optimus Prime and Megatron, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Masterpiece Transformers, and this looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a closer look at the fully transformed into its alt mode cab and trailer. This looks absolutely amazing. Alright guys, so having said all that, let's take a look at how he compares to other Transformers throughout the years. So, this of course is the latest edition of Ultra Magnus from Fantasic model, and he does look amazing. Now, let's see how he stacks up against other Transformers in a similar vein. Here we go with the most recent version of Optimus Prime, the Studio 86 Optimus Prime Movie Edition, and he stacks up pretty well actually. Optimus is just about his waist, literally at that point. But then again, this is a mini masterpiece in and of himself, so we got that going on. And then we have another masterpiece, mini masterpiece if you will, Studio 86 Ultra Magnus. There he is. Boy, he's a wide boy. That is a wide boy. He does still stand very, very tall, but of course these two were definitely meant to be together. This big boy, he is on another level altogether. And then we're going to have to take these two out because they just will get in the way. And then we'll be bringing in Masterpiece to Masterpiece. That's right, everybody. Here we go. This is the pairing we want. This is MP44. Yes, it is. Oh, Optimus Prime. These guys look really handsome together. They're the exact right height in terms of their overall scale. And I do love these two leaders of the Autobots standing side by side with one another. Best friends. These guys look freaking amazing. But it wouldn't be a comparison if we didn't show the actual true masterpiece scale that was already made. Here we go, guys. Now, this is a KO version, but it is Ultra Magnus! Oh my god. This is just getting ridiculous now. So, as you can see, These two really are quite the pair. But, I do have to say, if you're looking for cartoon accuracy, the Fantastic model just looks so much more cartoon accurate. I do love the Takara Tomy version. He is impressive. He is huge. He is bulky. But he's bulky. He really is just a chunk. He's a really heavy chunk. And you know what? 10 years removed from the actual release of this character. Actually, it's coming close to 15 years. The articulation on this guy is kind of limited. I mean, yes, he's Masterpiece. He's got a lot of range of motion. But when you compare it to this guy, with all the different ratchets, all the different, new ways of actually transforming him, the fact the stacks themselves up here, stay vertical whenever he moves his arms, if that's what you want, there's a lot more technology in this guy than there was in this guy. But you can't deny that this really laid down the foundation for what this has become. And then, of course, Fantastic Model has just taken this and added the White Prime, and that literally has brought it to the next level. And as I said earlier, this is literally 2 toys in one. I mean, come on. You can have the White Prime. You can have Ultra Magnus. And the reality is that these two together, standing side by side each other, you can see the evolution from 15 years all the way down to present. It's absolutely stunning. Huge shout out to Fantastic Model for the work they've done. Absolutely insane. And then we got to talk about the weight. I know you guys can't tell, but if I was to pick up good old Ultra Magnus here, I can pick him up with pretty much one hand, and it's like, yeah, he's a pretty hefty boy. He really is. But at the end of the day, you try to do the same thing with this guy, and oh my god, seriously, I'm not even joking. You kind of have to, you have to hold him right where he needs to be, because this guy is heavy. I mean, come on, 30% diecast, at least 20% diecast. He is a very, very heavy boy. His entire frame is all diecast metal. This is just the level of quality that, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, Fans Toys brought to the industry, and they just continue it with Fantastic Model. These guys are just killing it and really giving notice to everybody else out there who's making Transformers. Industry standard, 100%. So what are my final thoughts on MARGH? What the hell, man? This thing's freaking amazing. Honestly, I am impressed. I have been collecting Masterpiece Transformers for the better part of, oh gosh, I guess it would be about 15 years now. And it never ceases to amaze me just how great Masterpiece Transformers are. Being able to come from what Transformers were back in the 80s to where they are now, and then adding the additional technology that we have available to us, MARGH is the pinnacle of that. He really has come from what you saw with Takara Tomy's edition to this right here. And with all the new additions, the ratchets, the folding techniques that they've learned with the origami and all this other techniques that they've used, the fact that a white Optimus Prime is actually contained within all of this armor, it really is just an incredible piece. Harkening back to the original toy from the 80s, this is actually the best, I do have to say, the best edition of Ultra Magnus so far. And we were saying that with the 8.6 version of Ultra Magnus, but when it comes to mainline versus Masterpiece, I do have to say that this is top-notch. Are there some issues? Of course. This is not a simple toy to transform. I mean, just getting this hip part here alone is just a chore. It really is. But being careful and being diligent, it really is worth it to get him to the full final stature. Coming out of the box, he actually is quite shorter. He comes down about, I'd say, a half an inch or so. But when you finally get him to his full erect state, he really is amazing. And then, talking about articulation, I mean, listen to all those, the ratchets, everything about this, it's just top-notch. The accessories, chock full of them. The axe, the ion blaster, all the additional eyes, really 100% worth it. And of course, the matrix of leadership housed within Ultra Magnus himself. What more can you ask for? I want to give another huge shout out to our good friends over at Titan Toys for letting me take a look at this. Guys, head over to Titan Toys right now. You can pick up a version of MARGH for your very own FM02 MARGH from Fantastic Model. Pre-order your version of MARGH right now on TitanToys.com. They are an incredible resources for action figures all year round. Spending up to $250, which of course he does qualify for, will get you free shipping in Canada and the US.
And of course, they have a wonderful points program. If you sign up for their points program right now, you get 200 points right off the bat. For every dollar you spend on TitanToys.com, you get 2 points back towards the purchase of a new action figure. And for every one of their social media accounts that you follow, you get an additional 100 points. They have Buy Now, Pay It Later. Their hoarding program, which you, if you don't qualify for the $250 shipping, add a couple of figures as you keep shopping. And when you qualify for free shipping, you can ship it out at that time. Giving a huge shout out once again to TitanToys.com. Guys, this has been amazing.
All right, so I now know why Fans Toys Fantastic Hobby costs so much money. This is an incredible piece of a masterpiece Transformer. I am absolutely impressed. I've been collecting masterpiece Transformers for quite some time. Usually, actual Takara. A lot of times I'm doing a lot of KOs or third parties or sometimes even fourth parties. But this is the first third-party offering that I have to say really blew my mind. This is next level stuff, guys. This is absolutely crazy. Not only do you get one Transformer with Ultra Magnus, but you actually get 2 Transformers in the fact that he actually takes off his armor and releases his white version of Ultra Magnus. This is ridiculous, guys. Honestly, I am over the moon with this. I want to give another huge shout out to my good friends over at TitanToys.com for letting me look at MARGH, aka Ultra Magnus Transformers. This is absolutely crazy. Guys, if you're interested, definitely head over to TitanToys.com. This is available for pre-order right now. You will not regret this. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and if you did, please do leave us a like. It really does help me out. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. It's MARGH, everybody. Good journey. Geek proud. Till all are one.